Okay, I'm back, dear friends. Today I'd like to go through the series of the Hackthebox, and the machine would be Busqueda. And I have already spawned this machine earlier. And also I'd like to use the Pentesting, which is online Pilot OS provided by the Hackthebox to do this preparation. So now we can switch over to Hackthebox, the viewer. As you can see, I have already done the map scanning, and this is the results. There are two open ports. The first one is 22, which is running SSH surface, and the next one is 80, which is running HTTP surface. So of course, because the SSH surface is not vulnerable, so now we need to, what we are going to do next is to emulation for the 80 port. Let's open up our browser. Let's make it bigger. And let's copy the IP address of the target to the clipboard. We can put the IP address, but we are having trouble finding that site because cannot connect to the server at this one. So we need to put this host name to the host file. Let's use the Vim editor. Hosts. And the IP address. Let's paste in here. Searcher HTTP, right? Let's write and quit. Now let's refresh this page. And now it's loaded properly. And of course, you can make furthermore emulation for this page, like check the source code, and also you can check whether the site has robots file. But to save time, I will not do that now. But here at the bottom of the page, you can notice that the CMS for the target is searcher and the number, the version number. So we can make research on this CMS to see whether there's some vulnerabilities or also corresponding exploit to be utilized. I have already made research earlier, so this is the exploit for the searcher CMS, and you can make a clone to the local, to the Pilot OS. But of course, I have already done that before, so now we can navigate into this exploit directory, and then we, as you can see, how to use this exploit. We need to set up the listener, and so we can open up another tab, and we can use the port number, which is 555. And then now we can go back to this terminal, and then we can use the Python to run this script, and the hostname is searcher HTTP. And also we need to specify the IP address of the attacker, which is IP address of the Pilot OS, and also the port number to be listened or to be connected to. Let's hit enter. Now we'll go back to this terminal. As you can see, we have already got the collection from the target, and we can check the version of Python. Yeah, Python 2 is not there, and then we can check Python 3. Yeah, Python 3 is there, and we can make it interactive or the bash. And now we need to do some local immersion, because at this point we have already got the initial foothold, and then we need to make like a lateral movement. And if we go to the Git directory, yeah, there is config file. You know, config file always contains some username and password. And here you can see the URL, this URL and the code. I think this must be username and password. And this is the local repository, GTR. As you know, the GTR is some sort of the web interface for the GitHub. Yeah. So I think we need to put also to put the subdomain to the host file. And we can open up another tab. And we can copy this line. The subdomain name is GTR, right? I need to confirm. GTR, yeah, which is correct. Now we can write and quit. Also, I think this is the username and password. We can make a copy of this line to the notebook. Yeah, I've already made the copy earlier, so I think this should be the password. So maybe this password is reused by this user, so we can test on this. We can open up. Maybe we do not need, and we can SSH SVC and the IP address. What's the IP address of the target? 11. Let's hit enter. Let's put the password here. Yeah, as you can see, we successfully log in to the target via SSH with the user SVC. And then what can we do? Yeah, now so far we can get the user flag. User flag. And the next thing or the objective for us is to elevate our privilege to root, right? And the first thing we can check is sudo. And we can paste the password again. Yeah, we can run this Python script without password of root user to get the root privilege. And we can try to run this command. I think this one, yeah, the result is usage. We need to pass the action, the argument, for example, the Docker, so we can pass the first one. Docker. Yeah, so I think this Python script does the job, which is very similar to the Docker ps command. Will give us the running container and also its corresponding image. And then we can check the Docker inspect. We can run the second argument. We can make a copy. The Docker. If you're familiar with the Docker command, I think this one is also very similar to the Docker command, inspect. But here, give us the usage, the furthermore usage. We need to put the format and the container name. Of course, container name, we have already know that, for example, like a GTR. But the format, what's about the format? As I mentioned, maybe this one is very similar to the Docker. And I have already opened this website, the Docker. Format command. This command can use to manipulate the output format of certain commands and log drivers. And as we scroll down to the bottom, hint to find out what data can be printed, show all content as JSON data. This is the format. So I think we can pass this to our command or Python script as argument. And we can run, make a copy, and the format. And now we need to pass the container name like a GTR. And also we can use the JQ. If you follow along my video series, I have already explained that before. The GQ is very slight JSON data processor. It will manipulate the result and which make it to be more understandable. Let's hit enter. As you can see, the all information related to this container has been displayed over the screen. As we scroll up, a lot of outputs, but I need to get the credential information. As you can see here, we got another password, so we can make a copy. But at this point, we didn't know where to use this password. Anyway, we can put the password into our notebook in case we will need this information later. And now we can, I think just now we have already added the subdomain to the host file. Now we can GTR searcher HTTP to see what it's about. I think here, just I explained the GTR is web interface for the GitHub. And let's explore. And the user. The two users, the Cody, of course, we have already got the password and we can log in, log in as the user Cody. But now what we are interested in is administrator. But this is private. So we need to log in as administrator. And the password maybe is this one. We got from the JSON data, the container. This one we can make a copy. And we can paste in here. Let's sign in. Now we can, now the script's private repository is visible for us. Let's click. And here, the system checkup PY, we just run earlier the system checkup PY, the Python script. So we can check this Python script. And we have already run, for example, like inspect and also the PS. But another thing we didn't run yet is this one, full checkup. And here, the arc list. This is the full checkup SH. And one very important thing for this shell script is this one is in relative pass, not absolute pass. So maybe we can utilize this point to elevate our privilege. So how to do it? We can write or write the reverse shell command into this file. And then, for example, we can put this file into the temp directory because this Python script uses the relative path of this shell script. So it will be no problem. Okay? I think you get my idea. So now we can, how to do it? We can navigate into the temp directory. We can create full bin bash, and we can get the reverse shell command from like reverse shell pentest monkey website. I have already copied that command earlier, so we can directly use it. And now let's paste in here. I think it's correct. Let's write and then let's quit. So now we need to set up another listener, which is 666. And now this one we can sudo. We can run sudo, and we can copy and then full checkup, right? Let's hit enter. Something is wrong. We need to make it executable. Full checkup, and then let's run it again, and then let's go back to as you can see, we have already spawned a new shell, and from the banner we can know that this shell belongs to the root user. Then we can navigate to the root directory, and then we can get the root flag. Okay, so that's all I'd like to go through. The machine of the very complicated name, the Busqueda. Okay, so that's all I'd like to do. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.